Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Cereal Review, the show where I review cereal for you. And today, I'm on my lunch break actually. That's why I look like this. And I have the opportunity now to do something I saw at the store. Don't worry, I made the post about getting some monster cereals. I have them. I will be doing them shortly. But this, I thought was pretty interesting. Three Wishes cereal. So I actually never heard about this before until I saw it. Then I found out a little bit more after the fact, completely on accident. But it's like a competitor in the good for you cereal space, like Magic Spoon. As you may know, I tried a Magic Spoon cereal and I thought it was really, really bad, like actually terrible. I don't think you should buy it. But this, I figured, hey, let's try another one, see how it goes. And then after, I think even the same day, later in the day that I bought this, there was, if you know Joshua Wiseman, he's cooking YouTuber, had done a video a little while back about stuff he ate for losing weight and dieting and stuff. And for his breakfast one, he showed off like a yogurt cereal bowl thing, and he uses Three Wishes cereal in it. And I thought, well, maybe this is actually kind of good if he likes it enough to have it as part of his like the food that he likes to eat in his diet. So my expectations have been raised, let's say. So some key differences between this and Magic Spoon. First of all, and this is a pretty important one for a lot of people. I was at a Target when I saw this. They seem to always have Magic Spoon and out of this. Other stores I don't really ever see that have them in stock, but yeah, Target definitely has these if you're interested. The Magic Spoon was $8.99 for and remember these are like the standard boxes. You can get like the full huge boxes of regular cereal for like $6 to $7 usually. Like when it's bad usually. Yeah, so $9 basically for the Magic Spoon. This was $2 less and was 1.6 more ounces. It's according to the boxes. So you're getting more cereal for $2 less. That's pretty nice in this in Three Wishes favor if this is actually good. The other difference is that Magic Spoon doesn't have sugar in it as they like to advertise. This does, but it doesn't really have a lot of sugar. It's only 6% of your daily intake, which comes out to 3 grams. And they advertise it as being organic cane sugar. So I guess I've heard people say this before, like, oh, like pure cane sugar is the best. And usually in like sodas, if it uses actual real like cane sugar instead of syrup, it does taste different, and I tend to agree it tastes better. So I mean, already in this favor is that there's not a lot of sugar. So I mean, if you're trying to watch that, that's already an up compared to regular cereal. But maybe it'll help it taste better compared to Magic Spoon, which didn't have any. And this also, interestingly enough, has a lot less ingredients than Magic Spoon. Magic Spoon, I don't know what half those ingredients are that was on it when I compared the two boxes while I was at the Target. This list: chickpea, tapioca, pea protein, the organic cane sugar, natural flavors. Who knows what that is? But just natural flavors. Vegetable juice, and it says that's for the coloring, and then monk fruit. So pretty easy to understand stuff there, and there's only a couple of them, especially compared to Magic Spoon. And it's also lists right here: no wheat, corn, rice, oats. So just like Magic Spoon doesn't have any of those. It's non-dairy, all that. It also says it's non-soy, but I don't remember if Magic Spoon has soy in it at all. I'm not gonna say if it does or doesn't because I don't remember off the top of my head, but already, I mean, the pea protein, I don't know about that, and I'm not the biggest fan of tapioca either, but we'll see if that actual real sugar plays a part in this at all. And I've talked long enough. One last thing, I did get the fruit one, because the Magic Spoon one I tried was also the fruit one. This was to emulate, I guess, Fruit Loops or Fruity Pebbles in some way. So I figured this will be a fair comparison if that's the case, so let's go right for it. I'm going to smell these just like the Magic Spoon because that Magic Spoon did not smell good at all. So you know what? They don't really smell. Already a plus. The Magic Spoon cereal was really kind of nasty in how it smelled. It doesn't really have much of a sense to it, but that's already a plus. Also, the cereal here is... I'm not going to do too much. I don't want to waste it if I end up hating it. And maybe someone else who is around will like it. So, here we go. Yep, just look like the, you know, kind of Fruit Loop shaped things. All of it is just this reddish pink color. So I guess they're using some sort of vegetable, maybe like beet juice, I'm guessing, maybe something like that. But yeah, they all just look like that. None of them really look multicolored. I know the Magic Spoon cereal kind of went for that look, but they used some weird funky like yellows and blues and reds, and I didn't really like how it looked either. So anyways, here we go. Let's give this a shot. Okay. Okay. Huh. That's not bad. That's actually not bad at all. And there actually is a bit of a fruit flavor to it. It's not very strong, but there is actually a fruit flavor to it, and there's some like kind of odd, funny tasting elements to it. Like, I can definitely tell it's not like a grain cereal or anything like that. And on the back end, it kind of loses the flavor as you're chewing it. But it tastes pretty plain at that point, but it doesn't taste like the same kind of like nasty styrofoamy flavor that the Magic Spoon cereal had. Again, it's kind of plain and bland once it loses that flavor while you're chewing it, but like, it's not like I'm disgusted by it or anything. So already, again, another improvement. Dried, at least, doesn't taste half bad, actually. I don't know if I'd eat a ton of this in that state, but I gotta say, I'm kind of surprised. It's not bad at all. So, well, how does it taste with the milk? That's the important one. So I'm just gonna put a little bit in here. All right, here we go. Okay. The flavor is incredibly muted with the milk. I have an idea about why, actually, but again, it's not terrible, but it's just not very, very flavorful. At least I don't think it's so bad that I want to like spit it out and not eat the rest of it. Like, I'd definitely eat the rest of this, especially knowing that this is a lot better for you than regular cereal, and you do care about that. You don't watch how much sugar you're taking in, and it does have like some protein in it for sure. It says 8 grams as it shows right on the box up here. If that's what you care about, this isn't bad, actually. I mean, there's some fruit flavor in there. It's not very strong. Definitely doesn't really taste like Fruit Loops, I'd say, or even Fruity Pebbles, but it's definitely not terrible. And compared to the Magic Spoon, I would definitely rather eat this. If you told me you have to eat a whole box of one of these in 1 hour, maybe even less time than that, I'm gonna choose this. Like 100%. I have seen people say, to be fair, that excuse me, that with Magic Spoon, I remember seeing somebody like try a bunch of, you know, like YouTube sponsorship things. There's tons of videos like that. And they said that when it came to Magic Spoon, they overall really liked it, but a couple of the flavors they really hated and thought were bad, but then others they thought were really good. So maybe that's true, and I just the Magic Spoon fruit one is just awful. Maybe, but again, for how much Magic Spoon is, I'm not gonna take that risk to just try a bunch of them and then maybe like one, just kind of. I'd much rather eat this, especially for $2 less, and you're getting a bit more cereal out of it. If this is something you want to try these like alternative cereals that are a lot better for you. I would, okay, just off of this alone, give this one a shot first. Give a Three Wishes cereal a try over Magic Spoon. I'm pleasantly surprised that this is not terrible. And that's a good thing. I don't like love this or anything. I don't think it's like good when you're comparing it to real, I don't want to say real cereal, but like the cereal we're used to. This is definitely a good option in that sense. I mean, if I'm going to eat a better for you cereal, I would rather just eat like plain Cheerios or Life cereal, obviously. But if you really need like protein in your diet because that's what you're trying to go for, I mean, this isn't bad at all. So I'm just trying to let this get soggy. So I'm trying to give all my thoughts out and give it a shot then. My idea on why this tastes a little bit muted with the milk is that I'm using whole milk with this. And whole milk, as milk, has a good amount of flavor in it because it's whole milk, has that fat content in it and all that. If you're actually trying to eat this to watch like your calories, get protein, watch how much sugar and fat you're taking in, you might be having this with even skim milk. I don't know. I used to long ago drink skim milk, but my preferred one is like 2% actually. But yeah, if you're having like 1% or even skim milk, that has a lot less of that like fat content and flavor in it. So maybe this would have a lot more of its actual flavor present if you had it with those lower fat content milks. So just because I say that the flavor is muted, I do think that the milk might matter in this case. So I'd keep that in mind. Anyway, so it's been a couple minutes now. I'd say the ones that have been fully submerged are doing pretty alright. Still a bit of a crunch to it. So yeah, it is holding up decently well, I'd say, for how soggy it gets. Definitely not bad at all. Let me get a big scoop with milk in it and everything. Let's see if that flavor has spread throughout and gotten stronger, like with a lot of cereals. I'd say it kind of has. It's not much of a difference. Let's just try the milk by itself. I think that the milk did absorb a lot of the flavor. Because when I took that initial bite, once I added the milk, most of what I tasted right away was just the milk. And then I got some more of the actual cereal's taste. It's more uniform. Now that the milk's absorbed, it doesn't just taste just like the milk. Yeah, more uniform, but it has kind of lost a bit of that fruit flavor to it. So if that is important to you, don't let this sit around. I'd say eat it as fast as possible if that's the case. Overall, again, the cereal itself kind of tastes pretty plain. It's definitely not as bad as the Magic Spoon, though. It does not taste nearly as like a styrofoam, like cardboard type of flavor. The cereal itself, again, is pretty bland, but not enough for me to like want to spit it out. So yeah, overall, pleasantly surprised. This is not terrible. Again, like I said earlier, if you're thinking about getting one of these cereals to try it out to improve your diet, try this. try a Three Wishes cereal over a Magic Spoon cereal. And if you already eat Magic Spoon, then give this a try. And if you like this, and you don't mind there actually being a little bit of actual sugar in it, this seems to be a lot cheaper. So if you're buying it at the store, so maybe something to consider. So I hope this video has at least been helpful for anyone who's been interested in this sort of thing, and call me pleasantly surprised in the results of this. I mean, I can't compare it to the regular cereals we're all used to, but that's really not the point of this. It's just supposed to kind of taste like it while being a lot better for you. So overall, yeah, pretty good for what it is. So I hope you enjoyed watching. Leave a comment about your thoughts if you've tried this before, and if you've tried Magic Spoon, what do you think they're like? How do they compare? And I'll see you again next time. Thank you.